Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioseStation.
Love this song. The boutique music in Pokemon X and Y is one of the best tunes in this entire game. I can actually just have it as ambiance music. As a matter of fact, I would finish recording and unplug my headphones and just have it as, background music while I'm sitting there editing videos or playing a game or something like that. It's just so freaking good. Oh my god, I gotta download this now. Yo, what's up, guys? PKSparkxx, your competitive Wi-Fi battling conductor. PKSparkxx is here again on Monday with another competitive Wi-Fi battle for you. I got it. Alright, so you guys see my team. I'm bringing something new here. First of all, I'm kind of getting known for this Zygarde. People hate me when they see my Zygarde. This thing lives so much. My opponent, Skyline, I'm going to find his Twitter account and his YouTube account, but it'll be linked in the description below. He brought a team that isn't standard. He has a Jumpluff, which is a really good Pokemon. Sleep Powder, well, yeah, I'm not even going to spoil it. Just know I was taken off guard by his Jumpluff. But he has the Jumpluff, he has the Hitmonchan, so I'm pretty sure that's his spinner on the team. Because if you guys didn't know, it actually gets Rapid Spin. Go figure, right? But it gets Rapid Spin, and then I'm pretty sure it's Choice Banded, because how else would you run a Hitmonchan? It's usually either Life Orb or Choice Banded. I tweeted out a picture a while back where you guys saw how I was doing, how serious I get when I take notes recording Wi-Fi battles. This battle went back and forth. I have one of my favorite Pokemon that I've yet to debut, my Deoxys D. I have my Katniss Evergreen, as Shady likes to say. I have my Zygarde, the Umbreon, and Sylveon, and then the lead Mienshao. This team, it might not look like much at first glance, but I promise you, it does work. I love this team. Can't wait to show it off to you guys, and I hope you enjoy this battle. But before you do, make sure you guys hit that like button. This battle is going to get sick, and you're going to see some shocking moves here as well. So if you guys want to show your support, hit that like button. Let's aim for 1,000 likes. And if you guys want get to 1,000 likes, I promise that the next battle I can will be a double battle. Now, let's move on to the winner of this battle. The battle begins with my Mienshao, the Mienshao, who I've yet to nickname, and Politoed, the Politoed, who my opponent didn't nickname. I go for the U-turn, predicting, because I have to be predicting the obvious fake out. So I go for the U-turn here. He goes out into the Ferrothorn. I'm just like, man, I wish I did fake out, because then I could just high jump kick this thing and it'd be done and over with. But I do get the U-turn damage, and right here I see that the Ferrothorn is not holding Rocky Helmet. As a matter of fact, I wish I looked at the beginning of the battle, because I'm not sure if any of his Pokemon are holding any items. But anyway, I get the U-turn off, and I get 25% damage off with my Jolly Life Orb Mienshao, and I go out in the Katniss. I go for the Fiery Dance, which should do big work, seeing as how it's times 4 effective, and most Ferrothorns are physically defensive. So I go for the Fiery Dance, but he switches out into the Politoed for the obvious attack, and it's fine and dandy, because it's a little too early for me to be doing any big prediction moves. So the Politoed obviously devours that Fiery Dance, and I don't even get the special attack boost. I go out into my Sylveon, who is packing Toxic. I've been playing around with different movesets and whatnot just to catch opponents off guard, and this is my first attempt, a Toxic using Sylveon. I got rid of Protect in favor of that, so we're going to see how this works. So I go out for the Wish just so I can recover my HP, because I assumed that he's going to switch out here, and I didn't want to just get Toxic off on something that can't really get it. However, he made this weapon to Sylveon, so I'm going to take this opportunity and go for my own Toxic right here. So now it's badly poisoned, and he's went for Light Screen, so now right here in my mind, I'm like, okay, this thing has to have Light Clay on it, because it has to have light clay on it. So now Ribbon D, the Sylveon, is over the other side with setting up screens. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to take advantage of this. I'm going to say I go for Wish one more time. That way I can get a proper switch in, because Wish on a proper switch in is so useful. It's such a great move to have. Not every Pokemon can run it, but if you can find a Pokemon that can and pass off a lot of HP like Umbreon or Sylveon, it works. So anyway, I believe I make a withdraw here, but he withdraws as well after setting up his reflect as well, and goes out into his punchline, the Hitmonchan, which is really weird, but whatever. Alright, so I don't make the switch out here. I thought I did. But I went for the Hyper Voice, which is why I said it was a weird switch. Now, I'm fearing the Poison Jab here, which is why he made the switch out into Sylveon. So I go out into my Trojan Dot Virus, Deoxys D, which is my physically defensive monster. Not to mention just defensive monster overall. He goes for a Bullet Punch, when it's, it still is a super effective attack, so I'm not going to hit him on that. However, it does almost nothing to me, and he takes Rocky Helmet damage. I didn't see Life Orb, so I'm convinced that he is Choice Band. I know he's going to switch out here, and when he switched out there instead of going for another attack, it pretty much confirmed for me that he is Choice Bandit. But anyway, I go for Stealth Rocks here just so he can get some damage off and, not get rid of anything. You know what? I just saw Light Screen World, so maybe he's not Light Clay, the Sylveon, Ribbon D. But anyway, I go for Nightshade here, and he sets up his own rocks, which I'm not worried about at all because, I know I have a really good bad weakness to Fairy on this team, but haven't had a problem with that. I haven't had a moment yet where that's been a huge problem. So anyway, he goes for the Thunder Wave on my Deoxys D, and I'm just like, well, poop, this is going to be kind of annoying. Now, if his Ferrothorn was running Toxic, then maybe it might be effective. Toxic has become a really good move in this metagame, so if you can put Toxic on anything, throw it on there. I promise you, you will not regret it. But anyway, another Nightshade will take off the Ferrothorn, and now he goes out into his tricky the Rioniclus. Now right here, I'm decided to go for knockoff because I'm assuming that he's going to be Life Orb, because that's my standard set, so that's what I'm going for. Hoping I don't get the one shot. I'm sorry, I don't get paralyzed. I don't get paralyzed. However, he did get a special D drop, so I had to make the switch out here. I go for knockoff and knock off the Choice Specs. So I'm like, wow, this man is going for pure power. But I kind of screwed myself up because now that he has free switches between his attacks, I'm not as safe as I was before, because I could have switched in to Umbreon a lot earlier and just took that. But anyway, I go into my Sylveon because my Sylveon is packing Heal Bell, and I really want to get rid of Thunder Wave on my Deoxys D, so that way when I get the proper switch in, I know I'll be fast enough that I can get a recover off. So right now he goes back out into his Politoed and sets up the Drizzle, and I need to get a Politoed, by the way. I should probably make a Rain Team. Rain Teams are pretty powerful. But anyway, I go for the Heal Bell here because, like I said, my main priority was healing my Deoxys D, so that way he can be used for later, because he is a prominent wall against the Hitmonchan. So if I can just get a proper switch in to where I can heal up, then that'll be great. So Sylveon gets the Citrus Berry boost right here, which is, you guys probably like, why Citrus Berry? Well, my Zygarde is running the leftovers, and I don't like running poke items like more than what I am on the same team. In case I ever want to move over to VGC, I'm used to it, and I don't want to give myself that crutch of having 3 Pokemon of leftovers. So anyway, I Toxic the Politoed, and that's a great move for me because now this thing is paralyzed. I'm sorry, it's Toxic Poison. I might be able to live one more Scald. Might be. I'm not sure. So I'm like, okay, let me go for Wish. Worst case scenario, I just switch out to somebody else. I faint out here. So anyway, he goes to Skull, and I'm not able to live one more because I guess that was min-max or something like that, but I wasn't able to live one more. And the Politoed takes toxic damage, and we are now halfway through this battle. Yay! So now I switch out into my Mienshao out here, because I'm like, okay, I can guarantee the knockout. I can go for U-turn and, get a better switch in, or I can go for Fake Out and, just stall out a turn before he dies with toxic poisoning. I choose the latter, and I actually end up knocking him out, which, shocked me. Kind of shocked me, because I run Bold Politoed. I have a Politoed, but I haven't really run it, but I run Bold, so I thought he might be more defensive, but I don't know. Anyway, he goes out into his Ribbon D, and I'm like, well, poop, I literally have nothing for this thing. I have Fake Out, High Jump Kick, Knock Off, and U-turn. He resists every single one of my attacks, so I have to get out of here. Not to mention he's super effective to me. I need to get out of here. He goes to Q-Charm. Well, his Q-Charm activates, which I found hilarious. I still need to figure out a nickname for Mienshao, but I just don't know. Man, there has to be something. Maybe I'll name him Omi. Maybe Omi from Shaolin Showdown. But anyway, I make the U-turn switch out here into my Trojan Dot Virus, predicting him to go for his Light Screen. Now, if I'm wrong, then I just lost my Trojan Dot Virus. But this is my opportunity that I was waiting for. He does go for the Reflect to set up his screens, and that is a great move for me because now I am able to just go for the Recover, which is what I'm going to want, which is what I wanted. And even if it goes for Moonblast or Hyper Voice, whatever he might have, I'm pretty sure I can live one at half HP. Pretty sure. So I go for that move. He goes for the Moonblast, which shows that this isn't a Hyper Voice Sylveon, but it still is pretty powerful. But I do live it, and now with him being Toxic Poison, it's just a matter of waiting it out. So clearly, like, I can't live another Moonblast in my HP right now. So I need to go for Recover so I can make sure I live. He goes for Moonblast again, I believe. No, he sets up his light screen. Okay, so he sets up his light screen, accepting his fate that he is going to die. Now, right here, I know that I'm fastest, so I decided to go for the knockout and just go for Nightshade. And I think he just stays in. Yes, he does stay in and just accept his fate for Sylveon. And Sylveon goes down, which is a really good move for me. So, yay! I am in a really good position right here, but I believe right here is where things change. Yes, it does. So I'm expecting the sleep powder from the jump bluff. Now I figure worst case scenario, I don't know what it's going to do. It can have one of three possible movesets. It can either be a lead with sub, leech seed, and all that. You can be an attacker with swords dance, acrobatics, and you could be a what's the other lead? I think you can get taunt and all that. I think you can get taunt, but I forget. Oh, tailwind. You're right. Team support. It could be that one. So I accept this form, and I go out into my Katniss Evergreen. I'm sorry. But anyway, I figured I could take one attack. He goes to Swords Dance, and I'm like, oh, he's a Swords Band set, so he's going to have Seed Bomb and Acrobatics. So I know he doesn't have an item, so even if I went for Knock Off, then it would do nothing. So my best bet here was me getting the Flame Body boost. Even with me being bold, max defense, max HP, I am not able to deliver Acrobatics from a Swords Dance boosted jump up with over half my HP going. So I am, like I said, I'm in a bad position right here. I go for the Fake Out here. I wasn't lucky enough to get burned, so now this thing has the potential to take out a good majority of my team. I go for the Fake Out and I get over 25%, maybe like 28-30% damage done to the Cotton, the Jump Bluff, and then I make the hard switch here because I know he outspeeds because Jump Bluff speed maxes out at 350. So I need to make the switch right here is mandatory. After looking at his team, I remembered that I said Umbreon is the one I can least use. So I go out to Umbreon right here, and I do take the damage, which kind of sucks because if I could have lived another one just for payback, but I have a better plan. So I let Umbreon faint, and it's the only time I got to use it in this battle, and it kind of sucks, but sometimes you just gotta make that sacrifice. So now I got into my Zygarde. I know he can't put anything to sleep because my Deoxys is asleep right now, so he'll be breaking sleep clause at that point. Yes, even though I don't abide by teams, I do abide by clauses because, you know, you gotta have some fairness. But anyway, so Extreme Speed does not take out with max attack. 31 attack IVs, adamant. Extreme Speed is not enough to take out half the HP of a Jump Bluff. However, because my natural bulk, I am able to live one more. I am able to live one more acrobatics, and that is going to allow me to take out the Jump Bluff, and a huge crisis has been averted. Otherwise, this thing had the potential to take out my entire team. So right now, my Zygarde, who I still need to figure out a nickname for, is on the field right here, and I'm like, okay, maybe I can live one. I'm not going to make the switch out here because, you know, why not? And not to mention I outspeed, right, I outspeed as well. I go for Earthquake, see how much damage I could do. I take big damage. He goes for Grass Knot, and I'm like, oh crap, will this kill? Will this kill? Will this kill? It does kill. He gets a crit. I don't know if I could have lived that naturally. I wish it wasn't a crit, so I would know that for sure. But he does get the crit, and that's all that matters. So I go into my Mienshao, and right here is easy picking for me because I clearly outspeed. He's not running Trick Room like I like to run. He was running Choice Specs. So we makes the hard switch out here. I believe I just went for a U-turn because it clearly would have took him out. And in worst case scenario, if we did switch, then whatever. But I think I went for U-turn here. We're going to find out in just a second. I do go for U-turn, which was a guaranteed knockout. I could have went for knockoff as well, but seeing as I already knocked off his item, it didn't make no point. So he goes out into the Hitmonchan, which I think looks really good shiny. Speaking of which, why is it if you Poke-save your power save your Pokemon, that's fine and dandy, but why do you have to make them all shiny? It takes away from the specialness of the shiny Pokemon. It really does. But anyway, what was it? Right. So he goes into the Hitmonchan, and I go into my Trojan Virus. I know I can live one attack from this thing, at least one. And I'm going to try and, you know, wake up because my Sylveon's already gone, so I can't heal bail it. So this is my only option. I'm asleep for one turn. The Trojan Virus is sleeping on your computer right now, but it's fine and dandy because when he wakes up, he's going to infect the entire team and just break your computer down as a whole. So right now, the virus wakes up, and I just Trojan all over. Well, first I got recovered because I've been damaged by the Norton 360 that your computer is running. So he goes to the Shadow Ball, you know, trying to sneak this virus out of his team, but guess what? He's just not powerful enough to do it. I know I can live one more, so I go for the knockoff. It's going to be super effective on the Reuniclus. It's not enough to two-shot at this point. However, like I said, I know I can live, barring he doesn't get another critical hit. He does not get another critical hit, and I am able to knock off the Reuniclus, and I do believe that is the end of the game skyline. But I could be wrong. Let's find out. Yep, that was a good game. That game was awesome. What I liked about this battle was that it was so different. You didn't see anything normal. I'm sorry, you didn't see anything, normal. You know, the same old. I mean, I guess you count my Volcarona and Zygarde as normal, and I guess if you want to go tier-wise, I'm probably a little overpowered than them. But he still clearly put up a fight using Hitmonchan, Reuniclus. I mean, he had Choice Spec Reuniclus. That is some power. 425 special attack. Choice Specs, that's like 670, 680, somewhere around there, somewhere high. So, it's not, no, like 630, somewhere around there. But it's really high. It's not something you want to mess with. And built with the natural bulk of Reuniclus, whoo, that can be dangerous. But otherwise, I think the game is pretty balanced as well. So I'm really glad I had this battle. And I hope that it showed you guys a little something about not having, the same old teams every single time. Because you can win a battle without using the same old stuff. You don't need Rotom Wash. You don't need Talonflame. You don't really need Tyranitar. Just make a team that works with each other and covers all your bases, and you should be fine. So that's something I hope that you guys learned from me today, and that's why I hope you learn from all my Wi-Fi battles here on LumioseStation. And with that, my time has come to an end. I want to thank you all for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure you guys show it by hitting that like button. Like I said, if we can hit the like goal of 1,000, another double battle will come your way. And you know what? Let's throw a little bit of incentive. We'll do a live commentary double battle. Just like the Shady Penguin way. So I probably gotta get permission from him first, because it's his style. So if he allows it, then yes, I can definitely bring you guys a live commentated double battle if we reach 1,000 likes. But that's pretty much it. That's my time here on LumioseStation. I want to thank you all for watching. Stay hot, guys, and I'll see you all next time.